guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. and I'm here today to bring you the review for Sakamoto Days Manga Chapter 2. And now, right away, and I'm a little bit disappointed about this as well, it threw out a video I was working on. Because I had a minor theory that Ao Sakamoto, the wife, didn't know about Sakamoto's past. And I was piling up the necessary evidence to support this within the first chapter, and I was going to do it for a couple of chapters, and then bam, I was going to drop a video. But this chapter threw it away kind of quickly. There was evidence that supported that she didn't know, but there was one thing that happened in the first chapter that bugged me, that I thought, oh, okay, maybe she does know. And that was the fight took place between Shin and Sakamoto took place, and the wife should have been outside during that fight, and the whole thing with that was like, that was what threw me off anyway, but basically, but forget about that now. In this chapter, we find out the family rules. The family rules. So it basically turns out that Sakamoto's wife, she does know about the killings, and she's probably known about it from jump, and she didn't like it, and therefore got him to stop. And now she got him to stop, and she's basically now said that for all the people that you have killed in the past, you have to atone, and you have to help people. So that's probably why we see him helping. We saw him, sorry, rather, I should say, we saw him helping people within the first chapter. It's probably all because of his atonement. And now there are many rules. There's a whole book full of rules. But what we get from this chapter basically is that how he can't kill, and when they do have a fight, him and his wife, Article 12, it was, yeah, when they do have a fight, they need to make up with dinner. Those are two rules we were told during the chapter, but basically, the most important rule is to hear that he can't kill. So there was a bus jack-in within this chapter, and I really like the wife's attitude towards the situation. Like, oh man, ice cream's gonna melt, man. Should I eat it now? That's probably not a good idea. And you have the whole thing where she was on the when she was like this, and what was she saying during that time? She's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have been so hard on him. I really like her attitude, and it was just cool, calm, and collected, and I like that. But Sakamoto, he was doing impressive tish within this chapter as well. Now, there's three things. Three? 2 to 3 things, I'm forgetting one. 2 to 3 things that that caught my eye within this chapter. 2 to 3 things that caught my eye within this chapter. The first one is when they were out doing deliveries. Shin and Sakamoto, they're out doing the deliveries, and they drive by the bus, and Sakamoto just seems to like almost telepathically know that his wife's in trouble. No, I probably shouldn't look into this too deep because it's a comedy manga. It's a gag manga. So wife and husband have a special bond, and they can tell when one's and other's in trouble, or whatever. But yeah, I did notice that straight away, and he's like, turned the back around. He's like, "Yo, my wife's in trouble." That way, kind of vibe. So yeah, that just threw me off. And then to the impressive tish, there comes a point where Sakamoto is just rooftop hopping, and he's outpacing the bus, because he has to, at one point he gets in front of the bus, masked up and weaponed up. I forget what the was called, but if you've read the chapter, you know what I'm talking about. And he has the strength to stop the bus with just this one thing. And you need to remember that the driver was chained down with his foot on the pedal, so he couldn't move it, and he was still able to stop the bus. So I found it very impressive. Well, this guy Sakamoto, very impressive, strength wise and speed wise. And I think it was said by Shin at the very beginning of the chapter, even though he's not in his prime right now, he's probably still the best hitman or assassin. I'm like, huh? Is that really? I'm like, cool. All right then. But that's everything that happens in this chapter. This series is still going on at a good pace. And it's still funny. It's so funny. I'm still enjoying it. I'm just really wondering, is it supposed? I don't. I would have liked, because I don't think this series will ever get serious. So I would have liked a serious version of this series. I think that would have been really good as well. But so yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. So I'll keep bringing the reviews. So of course, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.